Hello, and welcome back to the Goosebumps Nightmare on Delaware Street roller derby tournament here in Denver, Colorado. We are on our third game of the day. The teams are Denver Roller Derby's Bruising Altitude and Team Montana Roller Derby. My name is Glitterous.
And my name is Dios Azteca.
And we will be chatting with you today on our stream. Dios will go ahead and announce the Bruising Altitude roster.
Bruising Altitude roster is, we start with 0425, Yolita Applebaum, 117, Speedcat, 1216, Jane Ostentatious, 13, Homo Erratic, 143, Whip Squeak, 16, Southern Discomfort, 17, Bold Move Buttons, 26, Mikwatsa Beblazin, 27, Gobrek, 35, Moose Definitely, 40, Spittlejuice, number 60, D. Grex, number 64, Vinny, number 7, Evil X, number 75, Gay of Reckoning, number 768, Supersonic, 777, Miserable, number 800, Ghost, 88, Cosmo, and number 949, Coyote.
Awesome. And on the Team Montana Roller Derby side, we have 0, Mauled Whiskey, 113, Daisy Juke, 12, Foggy, 17, Texas Twister, 1802 Tank, 1888 Mac Attack, 227 and Bash Away, 23 Sparta, 306 Stout, 36 Double D, 362 Special Chaos, 37 Rollin' Rogue, 44 Montucky Lucky, 468 Show Me Your Kitties, 605 Hammer, 619 Party Crash Her, 6699 Illuminati, 77 Brutal Kimpact, and 954 Trant Stamp. And it looks like we have that first jam underway with Evil X with lead jammer status for Bruising Altitude. And then we have Sparta, one versus one against Blazin at the top of the pack. And it looks like Blazin has earned herself a penalty on that contact. Evil X calling off the jam, preventing Sparta from scoring. All right. Next up on the Skate Rats jammer line, we have Homo Erratic for Denver. And I think they said that's Daisy Juke for Montana. Looks like there's an official's issue with armbands or numbers.
I want to thank everyone who's come. How many people here who came here from out of state today?
All right, well, go over some of our sponsors in the meantime. Kind Bags are one of our vendors. Are you ready to elevate your everyday bag? Whether you're heading to work, hitting the gym, or enjoying a weekend adventure, Kind Bags has a perfect match for your lifestyle. Choose from a range of sizes, colors, and styles that reflect your unique personality. Visit kindbags.com using the code KIND20 for 20% off your first order. That's KYND bags.com. All right, looks like we're going to get back under the action here. Daisy Jukes fighting up top. Gets lead jammer status for Team Montana. Homo Erratic working the back of the pack. Still stuck, but a nice tap out there by Jane. Big hit there by Daisy Jukes on buttons.
Star pass.
Yeah, star pass to Blazin. Let's see if Montana chooses to run it or not on a pivot. Blazin is an excellent jammer, so I think Montana made the right choice there. And that puts 3 on the board for Montana, increasing their score to 7. So 7-3 in favor of Montana. Hola, Jasmine.
Hola, Jasmine Saltas.
At work on her phone. Next up on the jam line, we have Cosmo skating for Bruising Altitude and Foggy for Team Montana. Ooh, that was interesting. Cosmo getting recycled to the out and Foggy getting recycled to the in. A little bit of slipping out there right now. Gobrecht for Denver, the number 27, the pivot. She's actually from Montana. I don't know if she's from there, but she skated in Montana for a long time. Transferred to Denver in 2019 and made a travel team. And that is lead jammer status for Foggy after about 45 seconds. Cosmo does have the star in hand, looking for a pass, but finds her way on the outside of the track. The jam is called with 4 points, so all points collected there by Foggy. Next up on the Skate Rats jam line, we have Yolita Applebaum for Denver's Bruising Altitude. And Team Montana, I can't quite see their number, that's Rollin' Rogue. Yoli finding room on the outside of the track to get that lead jammer status. Some offense coming in, but Buttons does hold down that outside line to prevent Rollin' Rogue from getting out or passing the star. Jane Ostentatious attempting some leads, or some offensive hits there, but not quite coming to fruition. Nice catch there by Ghost, but there is a completed star pass there to Double D, and Double D does find room on the inside line to get out. Denver's track coach, pretty audible with the call off there. That was 4 points on the board for Bruising, keeping this at a 4-point game.
That's our pivot. And the pivot is the only player on the team that can take the star from the jammer. So that is if the jammer has that person they need, they just feel like they're too tired, they can't get out. All the things. They can pass the pivot, the pivot then becomes the jammer.
All right, next up on the Skate Rats jam line, that is Vinny Vidi Vici up against Sparta. Sparta has lead jammer status and is already approaching the pack. Gets absorbed by Blazin and Gilbrecht. Vinny's still looking for a hole, but that Montana wall is very strong.
It is. They are very solid.
Very solid and hard to move, for sure. That's 4 points up for Sparta.
And fast.
It's like a penalty being called on a Montana blocker. Nice hit out there by Blazin. Wow, really calling it close on that call off to really maximize the time cut off for the blocker in the on the penalty box. Sorry, I've never spoken English before.
Next up on our Skate Rats jam line is Daisy Juke and Eagle.
69 viewers. I know we're doing that on purpose, so thank you. No one's allowed to leave and no one's allowed to join. All right, looks like we have one Montana blocker in the box. And we have Evil X jamming up against Daisy Juke. Great offense there by Southern Discomfort to give X lead jammer status. Yeah, these Montana blockers are so physically strong. And that's O2 Tank coming in from the box to play some quick O. Unfortunately, it wasn't as effective as needed to be. And Evil X now is up against a 2-wall in the back. Three points on that jam for Evil X. So we have a 9-point game. Still early days. This is Homoerotic up on the jam line against Foggy. Foggy is looking for room on the inside line. Oh, a giant pile up there. And that pile up does give Homoerotic the opportunity to get lead jammer status. Blazing 1v1 on a star pass against Show Me Your Kitties. And Gobrek has been able to join to create a 2-wall. Show Me Your Kitties is able to get out with some fancy footwork. Rat picks up their points, spinning round and around. So it looks like Denver has gotten the last 3 jams, I believe. Making a 5-point game. Slowly but surely gaining traction against Team Montana. Are there any Montana fans in the chat today? Let's see. Jam number 8, we have Cosmo jamming against Rollin' Rogue. Cosmo also skates on Team Philippines and Jewish Roller Derby. Lead jammer status for Cosmo. Ooh, get them hips in for 2 points. Good recycle there, though, by, let's see, that Stout. And Rollin' Rogue is out of the pack with the star. It's like a little bit of a late call-off. It may have been a point for Montana, we'll see. 2 points on the board for Denver. See the jam ref confirming with the OPR. Listen, either you love Cosmo or you're wrong. Ain't that right, Yodi? All right, looks like 0 points were given to Team Montana on that pass. We have Yolita Applebaum up against Sparta. Sparta does get lead jammer status, although there is a nice offensive sweep to allow Yoli to get through. We have Strange Courage in the chat, rooting for Team Montana. Glad to see you're in the chat. Awesome, that was 1 point for Team Montana and Denver with 0. So a 4-point game, anyone's game so far. We're already on jam 10, 12 minutes in, so this is actually a pretty low scoring game. I think we just have 2 very strong defensive teams.
We have Vinny for Denver Bruising after 2.
We have Vinny Vidivici jamming against. That is Daisy Juke. Vinny, you know, really man, there was some chaos there with some pack definition. I got stressed out. So that's Vinny with lead jammer status. Jane trying to lock it down 1v1, but does get beat eventually by Daisy Juke. And now she's trying to play some O. See, Denver has 2 on the track. Coach is calling to have that jam called off, so it looks like Denver prefers to start with 2 blockers down instead of running that jam, which I think that's a great choice, which puts us in a tie game, 2020. All right, so Montana has 1 blocker in the box. Denver has 2, including the pivot. Looks like a little bit of jammer defense on the start by Evil X to help out her teammates. But, you know, Blazin is a very talented 1v1 blocker. So if you have a down patch, he's definitely someone you want to play. All right, so that's Foggy with lead jammer status in their first 4 points. X is still finding their way out of the pack. Yeah, Sassy gonna get you. Here she comes. Denver choosing to keep that pack rolling. Hopefully that allowed for some point prevention. It looks like it did. Only allowed 1 point on the Montana side. Please let us know if there's any issues with the stream or audio or anything like that. Yeah, I'm listening and I'm reading, so. Jam start. 2 full packs on the track. It's Cosmo jamming for Denver. Staying inbounds with that 1 hand out. Ooh, nice shootout by Stout there. And that's Roland Rogue working the back of the pack, looking for offensive help from their pivot. And again, Cosmo with that reverse. I don't know, if like a backwards entry into the pack, forcing her hit between the seams, guaranteeing 2 points. Buns coming in from the penalty box, doing a threading offense to get Cosmo at least 3 points in this jam. That should be 4 there. And that is Roland Rogue finally breaking through. 50 seconds left in the jam. Here the call off from the coaches. Let's see if Montana almost got a point, but they did not. So that's 4 on the board for Denver. 2-point game. It's too early for a close, stressful, and exciting derby. Jam 13, we have Homer Raddick jamming against Sparta. Homer Raddick does get lead jammer status. Sparta takes off the star, looking for their pivot, but Gay of Reckoning in Gobrecht really locking down that triangle. Blazin solo on top. Does catch the jammer, the big recycle, all the way to the back. All right, right, the pack is starting to bridge out. Gay bridging for the other team, switching that into an offensive choice. Four points on the board for Homo Erratic. And we got some action in the penalty box. There's four Montana blockers in the penalty box. There's technically no pack. Okay, the pack is there now. When those two blockers in the penalty box leave, then the other two can join. But that does make for some easy laps for Homo Erratic. And it's difficult for Sparta to get out without some offensive help as well. But there is a star pass. All right. That was a huge jam for Denver, 16 points. And they managed to keep Team Montana to 0. Maybe this will be a game of penalties. Denver definitely was able to capitalize with the Montana players in the box. So if we can keep a clean game, it should be tighter. Do you know where Team Montana plays? Other than Montana? I think they're like in Bozeman. Does anyone know where Team Montana practices? Or if they practice, or if they're just come together for games? Okay, pickup team from all over. Awesome. Alright, next up on the Skate Rats Jam line, we have Yolita Applebum up against Daisy Juke. And it looks like the Montana wall just struggled having two blockers on the track, so that does happen. A faster lead when you're short, of course, so Yolita Applebum cut into that pack pretty quickly, and Ghost being pretty sticky on Daisy Jukes. Denver really just forcing their bodies upon that jammer. Yeah, pretty locked down defense when the star came off. Denver's Ghost went to keep the pivot away from the jammer, but with that hit from Buttons, it did allow that pivot to change their position and get the star pass. Another big jam for Denver is 12 points. All right, looks like we have a clock stoppage here. It's a team timeout, I would assume for Montana. Skate Rat Skate Shop, located in downtown Loveland, is a proud, longtime sponsor of Denver Roller Derby. Skate Rats is a one-stop shop for all things skate. Check out their wide variety of products, from custom skates to safety gear to skateboards and clothing. With over 10 years of experience, the Skate Rat staff is friendly and knowledgeable in helping you find or build whatever you may need. Make sure to check out Skate Rats, that's SK8RATZ.com, for a great selection of products and speedy shipping services anywhere around the world. Visit their retail store in Loveland for a smooth and enjoyable skating experience. I love Skate Rats. They are the best. They're convenient. They know everything that you need to know about roller skates and skating equipment. They saved my life in 2018 when all of my equipment got burned in a fire, and they got me all set up for about less than a week later, and even one of the owners let one of our skaters use her knee pads because we lost all of our stuff. So shout out to Skate Rats for being the best. Next on the Skate Rats Jam line, we have Vinny, not on borrowed knee pads now. She's sponsored by 187-888, so you'll see her in those. But we have Foggy for Team Montana fighting against Gobrecht and Whip Squeak at the front of the pack, gaining new jammer status. Looks like the packs are running it. Denver fighting to stay at the top, try to not be a point with that encroaching jammer. But Montana really focusing to get a go in the back. But it looks like it was a 0-0 jam.
Next up, Rollerdome for Team Montana, Eagle X.
Lots of shout outs here for the Montana skaters. I played them last year at Altitude Adjuster last year. It's like a year and a half ago. I was on Bruising Altitude. We played Montana, and they're a bunch of strong skaters. And I played them the year before at Cactus Cup. But yeah, they're definitely a strong, challenging team, and I haven't seen a lot of turnover either. So even though they, don't get to practice together, they do have a good chemistry. You can see that working on the track.
Thank you for your birthday here. We appreciate you. Everyone should give you Kayla, you go buy you a drink or buy you a treat. I don't know, one of the two. It's your birthday.
Another clock stoppage here. Another team timeout. Craving a slice of heaven. Look no further than Jet's Pizza. With their signature deep dish crust, fresh ingredients, and mouth-watering toppings, every bite is a delicious adventure. Whether you're a fan of classic pepperoni, veggie-loaded goodness, or the famous Jet's triple cheese, we've got something for everyone. Thank you, Jet's Pizza, for feeding our officials this tournament. We could not do that without your help. We love our officials, and we love to keep them fed and happy and supported, so thank you. All right. Next up, on the Skate Rats Jam line, we have, can't see. Ooh, instant lead, inside swoop there to get Rollin' Rogue lead jammer status. Evil X is not too far behind. Yep. Evil X capitalizing on them long legs and catching up and neutralizing that jam. Next up, we have Homoerotic and Sparta. Homoerotic really fighting against a 3-wall, but finding a spot to split it on the inside. Sparta coming up with speed, looking for that star pass, but finding room with some offense. So Sparta is out, able to score. But Rat sees that, looks at her coach, and is told to call it off. So it's a 4-point jam for Bruising.
Next up on the line, Daisy Juke. Montana and Cosmo. They're going to be Bruising opportunity.
All right. Next up on the Skate Rats Jam line, we have Daisy Juke. Ooh, for a quick lead up against Cosmo. Maybe a quarter track behind. And we start running it again. Sonic trying to not be a point back there, but is absorbed. 1 point on the board for Montana. This is a very low scoring game. 7 minutes left, and even cumulatively it isn't to 100. So that's very impressive on the defenses.
Let's do it. Make sure you think to all of our officials on seats and off.
fish review called by Bruising's track coach, Leah.
From Denver.
I wonder what it could be. Any ideas in the chat? Where we're ORing?
Slap trays, sturdy bird, fighting girlfriend, slow runner, skate code.
See, Great Divide Brewing is a brewery of great character, making remarkable beer while being active in the community, partly by supporting us here at the Rollerdome. We also have Skate Scooties. Check out Skate Scooties. Engineered for stability, this patent-pending wheel-locking design lets you commute over rough terrain, practice tricks and footwork, or just feel more confident in sketchy places. Let's see, do you think Denver's surprised with this one? So it says, hi mom, I live you. Says, do you think Denver is surprised by this current score? 1 power jam for Team Montana, and honestly, I feel neutral because our bruising this year is very different than previous years, and I know Montana is a very strong team. Going into this, I wasn't sure who would win. So yeah, I still think it's anyone's game at this point, and both teams need to really, lock it down, remove errors, remove penalties to come ahead. I think it's going to be a game of penalties and endurance. Shout out to Zurich Roller Derby for giving me some Swiss chocolate. So. All right, looks like we have come to a conclusion. Let me see what I'm told. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. All right, it looks like on the official review, Denver was looking for a skating out of bounds penalty on the Montana Jammer. It is as you can see, they got lead, so they didn't win that OR. Unfortunately, Denver loses their OR for the half. I heard the jam just get called off. I don't know why. Both jammers got out. The end. The skaters looked confused, so I don't know. I'm not from here. All right. That jam was just long enough to send one blocker, one Denver blocker to the penalty box. Next jam we have Evil X jamming against Rollin' Rogue. Evil X does get lead jammer status, finding a seam in the middle. Nice star pass there to 36's Double D. All right. Evil X calls off the jam, preventing Double D from scoring, adding 2 points to the score on the Denver side. Yeah, I just work here. They don't even pay me. I don't even work here. We have Homoerotic jamming for Bruising Altitude and Sparta for Team Montana. Four Denver blockers versus 2 Montana blockers. They're still putting up a big fight to keep Rat behind, but after 25 seconds, Rat does manage to get out with a little help from Gay of Reckoning. See Gobrecht trying to find room for rat on the inside, but getting that shut down by Stout. 2 points for Denver. Yeah, Yodi's right. We get paid in joy money. Vinny Vidi Vici. Ooh, almost gets lead. Who is going to get it? Oh, jammer penalty. 2 jammer penalties. Little jammer do-si-do in the box. They like got penalties simultaneously. It's Vinny and Daisy Juke. So we're going to go the full 2 minutes. We'll see if anyone does any passes or how it's just be a sad grind in the seam or how it's going to go. Yeah, we have a NSO named Stack Trace who's been training exact situations like this in the penalty box lately. You know, helping train our NSOs and build a stronger officiating community here in Colorado. So that was not even a month ago. They were practicing these exact scenarios. So it went smooth, and that's awesome to see that happening. Although I don't recognize these NSOs as Colorado officials, but I can be mistaken for sure. I live in the box, I should know, but all right, Jane fighting on the top of the pack against Show Me Your Kitties, who does get out that star pass. 0 points on the board in this jam. 18 seconds left. There's 4 points for Montana. So it was the ladder, it was a grind. Probably 2 points, 1. Interesting. 1 point for Montana on that pass. So 5 total in the jam, 0 for Bruising.
Next up on the line, we've got Foggy versus Yoli.
Next on the jam line, we have Foggy for Team Montana and Yoli for Bruising Altitude. Perfect offense there for Team Montana by the pivot. That's double D. Perfect pick. One point. I think that's 2 or 3 jams in a row where Montana has ended up ahead. This could be a little momentum shift happening in their favor. 1 minute left in the half. We have 1 OR left for Montana if they choose to use it for this half. All right, Evil X fighting on top. Little help on offense from Jane Ostentatious, and a hip flip out does give Evil X lead jammer status. Rollin' Rogue has taken off the star. Looking for that pass, but getting hit off the track, and unfortunately when you are off the track you are unable to pass the star. Big jump by Evil X. Who'da thought? Let's see if she'll do another one for fun. No. Get them little hips in there, get them points. Checking with her turn coach, Moose, getting the signal that the jammer is still in the pack, which means keep going. It's going to be a directional sun. Big jam for Denver, 11 points. And that will be the end of the half. We have a little over 2-1 lead for the Bruising altitude. Although it's been pretty interesting to watch. The Montana defense is so strong. But I know Denver as a league is a very offense-heavy league. Everyone trains offense, and we usually have multiple offense, so that's probably where the score differential is coming from. Again, penalties are making a difference as well. The only big jams Denver has had is against down packs. Well, that's half. 14 minutes till we start again, and I will shut up and see you soon. All right. Welcome back to the Goosebumps tournament at Nightmare on Delaware Street, hosted by Denver Roller Derby. We are currently at the halftime of Denver's Bruising altitude versus Team Montana. Denver is starting to get a bit more comfortable of a lead at the end of that last jam. I'm gonna see if I can pull up penalties and see how that looks. Oh, you don't show nothing. Let me try the other one. All right, very, very, very helpful on the penalty board. I'll just show the wrestlers instead. Oh, also breaking news. They are making Princess Diaries 3. Has been confirmed. So, be excited for that. Be excited for the country of Genovia. Coach Leah and Moose strategizing.
Bienvenidos una vez más a la segunda parte de nuestro tercer juego en Goosebumps Tournament. Yo soy Diosa Azteca y estaré narrando aquí el partido para aquellas personas que hablen español.
Diosa is also running the camera, so we only pay for the best here, the most talented.
So, estaré aquí anunciando y también haciéndome cargo de la cámara. Escriban en el chat si hay algunas personas que hablen español, quizá gente que nos vea fuera de Estados Unidos. I'll do my best. Running both things.
Yeah, we're gonna experiment, see how it goes. But I think, multi-language streams are important and needed and need to be practiced and fine-tuned and all that. So.
En Bruising tenemos a Cosmo como jammer. Agarró jammer, lead jammer.
And that's Sparta for Team Montana up front fighting against Gobrecht.
Sparta es la jammer de Team Montana. Y ahora Cosmo para el jam.
Looks like there's a little bit of confusion with the OPR of if Cosmo cut the track, but it looks like Cosmo was hit out of bounds before that call could have been finalized. So instead, Denver has 2 points and no penalties on that. So next up, On the Skate Rats Jam line, we have Evil X skating for Bruising Altitude, and that is Daisy Juke for Team Montana.
Tenemos a Daisy Juke en Team Montana y a Evil X por parte de Bruising Altitude.
Evil X picking up a quick lead. Some fancy footwork on the outside line as well.
Evil X logró pasar por la línea de afuera.
Daisy Juke's really fighting against a tough four wall. A lot of them laying down the law. There is pack for Denver.
Daisy Juke sigue luchando contra la barrera fuerte de Bruising. Ha logrado pasar y vemos a X tratando de hacer un jump y parar el jam.
Jeez Louise. Let's see.
Jesús de Veracruz.
4 points on that apex jump for Evil X, making that a 16-point jam, I believe, in favor of Denver's Bruising Altitude, holding Montana scoreless. I don't think we should have a podcast.
Maybe. Why not?
I shouldn't even be allowed to have a microphone. I already swore on the mic earlier today. Ooh, quick lead there for Foggy.
Tenemos a Foggy como jammer de Montana. Agarra es líder. Es una jammer bastante rápida y fuerte. Ha parado el jam. Y anotó 4 puntos. En línea de jammer tenemos a Julita Applebaum y a... no puedo ver.
That's Roland Rogue.
Roland Rogue. Ambos jammers siguen trabajando duro para poder salir del pack. Rogue pasó, logró dejar el pack. El jammer líder y lo ha parado.
Perfect. So that was Rolling Road getting that lead jammer status and getting 2 points on the board for Team Montana. Keeping Bruising scoreless. It looks like both teams are starting with one blocker in the penalty box.
Team Montana por dos jams consecutivos ha dejado a Bruising sin anotar puntos. Ambos equipos tienen un blocker en caja, un pivot por parte de Team Montana y un blocker de Bruising.
Looks like we have an official timeout. Not sure. Looks like they're issuing a cut call to somebody.
Tenemos un official timeout.
Yep.
Me parece que la jammer Julita Applebaum va hacia la caja. So este jam, Bruising no tiene un jammer. Está en el penalty box.
Yeah, the official timeout was to send Yolita Applebaum to the penalty box as a jammer, giving a Montana power jam for the start. Everyone's ready to roll. And now the officials are ready too. Looks like Denver setting up to play defense in the front wall. Montana seems to be facilitating that as well.
Vemos que Bruising está tratando de mantenerse enfrente del pack. Y Blazing con un trabajo de 1 a 1.
Nice reform by Bruising.
Bruising está reformando su defensa en la parte de enfrente. Tenemos a Gobrecht. como último blocker. Jolita Applebaum regresa de la caja.
So that's the lead jammer status for Sparta, all the way down to that 1v1 against Veter in the front. But it was a good power kill. There was a star pass from Yolita Applebaum to Blazin. Although Blazin is caught up in the pack.
Vemos un pase de estrella. Yolita Applebaum le pasó la estrella a Blazin. Ella se encuentra en la parte de atrás trabajando contra esta defensa de Montana que se ve muy sólida.
Nice O there by Montana.
Montana.
Veter or Gobrecht seemed to enjoy that hit as well.
Montana hizo una ofensa para su jammer bastante fuerte.
Looks like that was a 4-0 jam in Montana's favor. So great penalty kill by Bruising. And we are starting the next jam again, down a blocker per team in the box.
Comenzamos este jam con un blocker menos en ambos equipos.
We have Evil X jamming for Bruising Altitude against Daisy Juke for Team Montana. Evil X looking to draw a cut. Unfortunately, does not get it. Daisy Juke does get lead jammer. X hot on their tail.
Daisy Juke es jammer líder. X hace un trabajo ofensivo y saca a la jammer fuera de la pista, forzando a parar el jam.
That ended being a 0-0 jam. Looks like we have an empty penalty box, and we have, let's see, that looks like Vini Vidi Vici on the jam line for Denver and Foggy for Montana.
Un salto muy elegante por parte del jammer de Montana, Foggy.
Someone's getting called in that mess.
Tenemos 4 puntos por parte del Team Montana y para el jam.
4 points for Montana. Ooh, it looks like the closed captioning doesn't understand Spanish.
Veamos qué dice.
Yeah, nada.
No
dice nada. Rude. All right, we have Cosmo jamming for Bruising Altitude against Roland Rogue for Montana.
Tenemos a Cosmo llameando para Bruising Altitude y a Roland Rogue for Team Montana.
I'll go, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Cosmo picks up lead jammer status. Everyone's running, trying to not be a point.
Cosmo es jammer líder. Anotó 2 puntos y para el jam.
Denver's coach is hyped on that smooth call off and great O. I love Leah's energy.
Let's go Denver!
And Phoebe in her banana costume. Denver fans making some noise in the crowd as well. Next up we have Homoerotic for Denver against Sparta for Team Montana. Rat facing down to 1, 2, 1 again.
Homoerotic es jam líder por parte de Bruising. Bruising sigue trabajando en una defensa muy sólida, evitando que el jammer Sparta de Team Montana haga su primer pase. Gabrick es enviada a la caja por un low block, me parece. Paran el jam, anotan 2 puntos y Bruising empezará el siguiente jam con una blocker menos. Yori dice, Leah has... Oh, wait.
Shoot, the roller derby. Evil X lead jammer status for Denver. Daisy Juke fighting in the back, running into a wall that is Jane Ostentatious.
Hermoso salto de Apex por parte de Evil X mala. Montana hace un pase de estrella. En Evil X creo que está buscando parar el jam pronto.
All right. That was 8 points in Denver's favor for Evil X. Team Montana has been held at 47. There was a star pass to end that jam.
Bruising anotó 8 puntos, Team Montana 0.
All right, next we have Foggy getting lead jammer status for Team Montana up against Vinny. Foggy is a very physically strong jammer, and they also have really great line work. I remember them from Cactus Cup 2021, and they were giving us problems. A little bit more penalties in this half than the first, I believe.
Team Montana anota 4 puntos. Y ahora tenemos a Cosmo y a...
Let's see.
Let's see.
I can't see. Sonic, sit down.
Veamos. Deja acerco.
That is Rollin' Rogue jamming for
Rollin'
Team
Rogue.
Montana.
Por parte de Team Montana. Cosmo tratando de usar su movimiento característico de un brazo en el piso para mantenerse dentro de los límites. Cosmo también patina para Team Philippines, representando a Jewish Roller Derby también.
Lots of room on the inside line there for Cosmo. It does look like Montana is having some penalty trouble.
Montana está tratando de hacer un pase de estrella, mientras Cosmo ya lleva 12 puntos agregados en el marcador.
Team Montana truly is a very talented team. They are very hard to score against. They're strong, they're slow, they're smart. But if they're not on the track, it does make a big impact. That jam ended at 15 points in Bruising's favor through Cosmo's efforts. Team Montana was held at 0, so Bruising is starting to pull away. I think it was a 30-point game at half or some, or 20 point or something.
20.
All right. We have homoerotic up against trans stamp.
Homoerotic, and trans stamp is the other jammer. Es el otro jammer. Homoerotic es jammer leader.
Star pass for Team Montana to double D, forcing homoerotic to call off that jam. It's 4 points on the board for Denver. Oh, 3. I lied. Nope, that's 4. Wait, ref says 4. Okay.
3-4, 4 points. 4 puntos.
Next up on the jam line, we have Yolita Applebum for Denver's Bruising Altitude versus Daisy Juke for Team Montana. Empty penalty box. 14 minutes left in the game. No clock stoppages yet in this half. Yoli hitting her way through that pack, getting that Montana wall spread out and moving to get lead jammer status. Good work there by Daisy Juke to find a hole.
Sí, Montana hace un buen trabajo ofensivo, logrando que su jammer pase y forzando parar el jam.
Quick lead for Evil X, using her teammates to get by on that inside. Foggy taking off the star and getting recycled by Gobrecht.
Evil X logró pasar bastante rápido al inicio del jam. La línea interna está tratando de anotar sus primeros puntos. Para el jam con 4 puntos en el marcador. Evil X también patina para Fuego Latino.
Never heard of him. Cosmo jamming for Denver's Bruising Altitude and Rollerdome for Team Montana. Both actually in the back of the pack, kind of fighting each other.
Vemos a Sonic tratando de parar al jammer, pero fue neutralizada por el pivot de Montana. Ahora Cosmo logra salir del pack, pero no es jammer líder.
Zero points for both teams on that jam.
Ninguno de los dos equipos logró anotar puntos. Team Montana tiene una persona menos jugando. So, 3 blockers en la pista.
Quick lead jammer status for homoerotic. That Montana roll really got spread out. Denver bridging back, sending is that trance stamp 40 feet, 50 feet behind the jam start line.
Homoerotic is jam leader. Ya anotó 4 puntos.
Some fancy footwork for Rat, and actually it looks like Trance Stamp is going to the penalty box as a jammer, so Rat has a power jam.
4 puntos más. El jammer de Montana está en el box, right? Lo cual le daba un power jam, pero Bruising ha decidido parar el jam y empezar frescos en el siguiente jam.
We have Evil X starting the next jam in a power jam start for Bruising. Montana looking to run, Bruising looking to split them apart. X finding room and does get lead jammer status.
Evil X encuentra un espacio creado por su equipo, lo toma, es jammer líder.
You hear Coach Leah calling for defense.
Jammer de Montana regresa a la pista.
That's a quick star pass from Team Montana to show me your kitties.
Hay un pase de estrella por parte de Team Montana, obligando a Evil X a parar el jam.
We are into jam 19 in the second half. Daisy Juke gets lead jammer status over Bruising's Vini Vini Vici.
Daisy Juke es una jugadora bastante fuerte. Logra anotar 4 puntos.
Seven minutes left in the game. Now we have an empty penalty box as Goose returns to the track. We have Cosmo jamming for Bruising altitude up against Foggy. Foggy did get lead jammer status for Team Montana.
Foggy es jammer líder de Team Montana. Pero la defensa de Bruising Altitude logró detener la trayectoria de Froggy.
Some strong edge work there by Cosmo to stay in after multiple hits towards the outside. But with that recycle on Foggy, that put 0-0 on the board.
Cosmo logró pasar el pack, obligando a Foggy a parar el jam, ya que fue reciclada por Bruising Altitude.
That is a Yoli to Applebum, straight away jumping to get lead jammer status for Bruising Altitude. Rollin' Rogue is fighting up against 3 with some offensive help. Into a star pass, maybe, by Double D, we'll see.
Muchos saltos por parte de Yoli, pero ha sido reciclada. Mientras tanto tenemos a Rollerdome luchando contra la defensa de Bruising en la parte del frente. Sale del pack y Yolita Applebomb tiene que parar el jam, anotando 4 puntos. Ya agarré confianza, amigues.
Looks like we have a timeout. Official timeout. I'll read off some sponsors. 888, revolutionizing roller derby safety with cutting-edge helmet tech and unrivaled fit options. Stay protected with 888. 187, the Pro Derby knee. Oh wait, I lied. 187 killer pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best. The Pro Derby knee from 187 killer pads brings patented features, unmatched ergonomic fit, and industrial strength materials.
Okay. Otro de nuestros sponsors is Collectivum Sports. Collectivum Sports. Get your game on with Collectivum Sports. Whether you're hitting the field, court, or gym, CVM Sports has got top-notch gear and apparel to keep you at the top of your game. Check out cvmsports.com for all your roller derby apparel needs.
And you can see Bruising Altitude sporting those jerseys. And all that 187 and 888 gear as well. All right. We have Evil X playing some jammer defense, which is great because Denver is winning. All they care about is getting time off the clock. So in order to get any points recovered, Montana has to get back on the track. Almost ate that baby, but Sparta says no.
Evil X trató de comerse al baby. Se oye raro. Obliga a Sparta a regresar, a reciclarla, hacer un hit the baby. No lo logra. Y ahora Sparta logra ser jammer leader.
Yeah, very impressive for Sparta there to be recycled all the way back and managed to get lead. Star pass to bold move buttons. Oh no, power jam.
Y ahora hay un power jam con buttons que recibe la estrella por parte de X, ya que la jammer de Team Montana se va al penalty box.
Yeah, and Montana really locking down that defense. Looks like Bruising is hesitant to go back and help. Maybe worrying about, bridging back for the opposing team.
Vemos a Bruising un poco insegures en hacer un trabajo ofensivo para Buttons. Pero Buttons logra pasar cómodamente con sus habilidades.
So that was a 4-4 jam. Whole 2 minutes. And a total of 8 points in a jam is pretty impressive defensive on both sides.
Tenemos 4 puntos por parte de los dos equipos, en ambos equipos.
We have Homo Erratic facing off against Daisy Juke. Homo Erratic gets a quick lead and Daisy Juke is right on her heels.
Homo Erratic es el jammer líder, pero Daisy Jukes también logra pasar el pack y justamente se encuentra corriendo detrás de Homo Erratic, obligando a parar el jam. 0 puntos.
0-0.
Next up, Foggy versus Osmo.
Minute and 20 left in the game. There is a possibility that this is the last jam.
Hay una posibilidad de que este sea el último jam del juego.
Cosmo with lead jammer status. Foggy taking off that star and passing it to Show Me Your Kitties.
Hay un pase de estrella de Team Montana. Cosmo es jammer líder de Bruising. Anota unos puntos y para el jam.
All right, one more jam then.
Ok, les mentí. Hay un jammer. Este es el último jam.
Sí, probably.
El marcador hasta al momento es Denver, Bruising Altitude 159 y Team Montana 59.
Quick lead for Homo Erratic on the Denver side, facing off against Daisy Jukes. Sorry, Daisy Juke.
Daisy Juke sigue trabajando en contra de la defensa de Bruising Altitude. Homo Erratic es jammer líder.
The period clock has run out, but it looks like the coach for Denver does not care that they can end the game now. They want to play for points. We do have the new rankings coming out, so every point does matter. And that'll be a 2-point jam for Denver and the end of the game. The unofficial final is 165 Bruising Altitude to 59 for Team Montana.
Thank you to all of our officials and volunteers for making this event possible and supporting engagement. And please, teams, let me have your MVPs and we'll announce the MVPs once you're excited. As we remember, if you want to get a review on state roller derby, simply email join at denverrollerdderby.org. We will get to it.
Awesome. A very action-packed, strong game. Let me pull up the schedule and see what's next.
Gracias por mirar el juego de Denver Bruising Altitude contra Team Montana. Es nuestro cuarto juego del día en este torneo llamado Goose. Pesadilla en la calle de Delaware.
We have an hour and a half.
Spooky.
An hour and a half till our next game. We like to do a midday break, give our refs a break and a chance to eat lunch. So the next game will be 4 p.m. Denver time. That'll be Elevated All-Stars against North Texas Roller Derby. My name is Glitteris.
My name is Diosa Azteca.
And thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. And we will see you later.